The Angry Birds Movie 2 Junior Novelisation Chapter 2. Victory was strewn about the beach. It was a mess. Sunbathing crabs were nestled among the debris of the prank war. Red stood on the slingshot, gazing out into the ocean toward Piggy Island. Another successful day of protecting the island. Great job, guys, Red said proudly to Bomb and Chuck. Three small hatchlings excitedly approached the older bird trio. You saved us, Red, the hatchling named Zoe said excitedly. Vivi, the second hatchling, agreed. You're a hero. The third hatchling, Sam, nodded enthusiastically. Correction, I'm everybody's hero. Now why don't you guys just go ahead and run along and keep your big cute eyes peeled for the next big prank, alright? Red told the young birds. Eager to be helpful to Red, the hatchlings scampered off to look for any signs of the pig's next move. Chuck, too, was keeping his eyes open for the next attack from Piggy Island. Whoa, Chuck said as he spotted something in the distance. What is that? Red and Bomb squinted their eyes, trying to see what Chuck was talking about. There was a round, bobbing object coming closer and closer to them. What the heck? Red wondered aloud. Soon the object was close enough that they could see that it was a small red balloon. Attached to a string was a piece of paper, rolled up like a tiny scroll. It floated up to them at the water's edge. Red untied the piece of paper while his friends looked on. They were all very unsure about this. Dear birds, Red read from the small piece of paper, we humbly request a truce. Can we talk? Yours truly, Leonard. P.S. Please keep the balloon as a gift. Red knew the pigs were trying to pull another prank. Yeah, nice try. Come on. What is this? It's a trick, a scam, a con. He crumpled the note and threw it in the water. Seconds later, another note attached to another balloon floated over. Red untied the new note and read it to his friends. Dear birds, it's not a trick, a scam, or a con. We are serious about the truce. Red was getting angry. He crumbled up that second note and threw it in the water too. We're not fools, do you hear me? Red was interrupted by a third balloon with a third note attached to it. Red grabbed the note and unrolled it. You are fools, but we are serious about the truce, Red read. In his frustration, Red had not noticed that many more balloons with notes had floated ashore. In fact, Bird Island was now filled with red balloons and offers of a truce. To Red's shock, this made the other birds very happy. Even Chuck and Bomb were celebrating. The prank war is over, Bomb declared. A truce, Chuck added. Red smelled something funny. What? No. This is just another one of their pranks, he insisted. What? Chuck asked. This is a huge relief, right? I mean, who else was getting really tired of all the constant pranking and retaliation? Me, this guy, Bomb agreed. Tired? No, guys, listen, Red demanded, but Chuck and Bomb weren't listening. Imagine all the fun things we can do now, Bomb said. I can think of one, Chuck suggested, nudging Bomb. Guys, you don't understand what I'm doing here, Red pleaded. We keep everyone safe. We are working tirelessly day and night to save the world. The world doesn't need saving anymore, Red, Chuck reminded him. Of course they still need us, Red insisted. Chuck and Bomb looked at their angry friend patiently. Neither of them were the sharpest birds in the aviary, but they understood Red. What are you so afraid of? Chuck asked intently. Afraid of? What do I have to be afraid of? Red scoffed. Deep inside, Red was afraid of something. Recently, he had had a recurring dream where he imagined himself walking around in the dark. When he saw other birds from Bird Island, he would wave excitedly, but no one would see him. Time after time, he would try to get the attention of the other birds, but they all ignored him. It was like he didn't exist. This dream made Red very, very afraid. I'm not afraid of anything, Red fibbed. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna write you a prescription for one night of fun with your cool friends, especially Chuck, said Chuck. Come on, come with us, Bum encouraged Red. What are you talking about? Come with you to what? Red asked. Buddy, we can't tell you because you definitely wouldn't be into it, Chuck answered. With that, Chuck wrapped the slingshot around all three of them, preparing to fire them all to his desired destination. Much to his annoyance, Red was going wherever Chuck and Bum wanted. Farther down the beach, the hatchlings Zoe, Vivi, and Sam were playing make-believe. They were reenacting one of their favorite stories, the famous story of how Red saved the bird's eggs from Mudbear, the king of the pigs. Ah, now we have all your eggs, Zoe taunted in her best piggy voice as she set 3 stones on top of a piece of driftwood. She and Vivi were wearing some homemade piggy costumes, complete with green snouts. Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, Red. Vivi played taunted before she high-fived her piggy friend and let out an impressive series of oinks. Suddenly, Red stepped into the action, but it wasn't really Red. It was Sam playing the part of Red. Laugh it up, piggies, 'cause you're gonna be crying in a second when I kick your butts and take those rocks back to... Eggs, Zoe interrupted Sam. What? You said rocks instead of eggs again. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that. 'Cause they are rocks? Sam was a little upset that he kept messing up his line, so Zoe put her wing on his shoulder to comfort him. Don't cry, Sam, she begged him. Then she got an idea. I'll be right back. Zoe was eager to make Sam feel better and raced into her house. She passed her dad, a very large brick-red bird with a deep beige belly, who was sitting on the couch. Hey, Daddy. Grunt, Terence replied. He had been settling in well to his life as a family bird, married to Matilda. Or at least, you would guess he was settling in. Terence was a bird of few, that is, no words, but his grunt seemed happier. Zoe ran into the nursery. In a crib sat 3 eggs, so he quickly gathered them up into her wings and rushed back through the house. Just borrowing my sisters for a minute, she called out to her dad, who had no response other than a low grumble. When Zoe was back outside, she pushed the stone eggs aside and replaced them with the real eggs. Ah, now we really have all your eggs, Zoe declared. She was back to pretending to be a piggy. Vivi gleefully joined in. Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about it, Red. Laugh it up, piggy, Sam as Red said triumphantly. 'Cause you're gonna be crying in a second when I kick your butts and take your... Sam stopped, but not because he couldn't remember his lines. He was looking at the shore. Confused about why Sam had stopped playing, Vivi and Zoe looked to see what had caught Sam's attention on the shore. Oh crap, Zoe shouted. The eggs were being carried out into the ocean by the tide. The hatchlings scrambled to save them but couldn't get to them in time. The eggs floated off into the horizon as the hatchlings looked on in terror. End of chapter 2.